Welcome to JonesyCast. I'm Jonesy and this is the cast. Like and subscribe if you want to. If you don't, that's cool too. Basically, I just do video responses to Reddit posts. We've got a new one here. User throw-away-user-1234. Pretty creative there, bro. I like it. Tried to make a relationship work when partner cheated early on. I've read the post. So this was my first relationship as a 25-year-old. My partner, 25 female at that time, hooked up with her ex-boyfriend exactly a week into our relationship. One day after I asked her to be my girlfriend on the birthday night of her ex-boyfriend. So then there's the rest. It's a pretty long post, but you've put paragraphs in. It wasn't just a block of text, which I thoroughly appreciate. Listen, here's the question. Does she really believe she fucked up? The second question is, will she do it again? That's it. Those are the only two questions that matter. There's questions that are related to that, but those two are the main ones. So does she really think she fucked up? So the question is, why did she fuck up? Was it a tactical error? Was it that she got caught? Or did she fuck up because she hurt you? Why, if she does think she fucked up, why does she think she fucked up? And the only person that can tell you that is her. Then the second question is, will she do it again? I assume not, because, getting back with the ex is a mistake that, a few of us have made. If you troll Reddit for those and ask everyone if they've done that, it's going to be a pretty high percentage, man. Look, I know what it's like to be cheated on. I do. And it fucking hurts. It hurts. And the reason that it hurts is because it's not about you. It's about them. It's about her and what she wanted. And the fact that she did what she wanted, she wasn't thinking about you in that moment. So now I would ask you a couple of questions. Number one, can you forgive? And under what terms can you forgive? Because we all know you can forgive, but the question is, what will it take for you to forgive? And if it takes you too much and it's something that she won't pay that price, well, then you move on because you can't forgive her. The other thing I would ask is, look, I would probably advise you to have a chat with her and say, nut out everything, write all the questions down that you want to ask her and just say to her, look, I want to have a chat with you. And if we can get through this chat together, then we've got a good chance. If we can't get through this chat together, then we have no chance, because you need to ask her why she did it. And then she tells you. And then the question for you is, do you believe her? You need to ask her if she regrets it. And then she says yes. And then you ask her, why do you regret it? And then she says, well, because of X, Y, Z. If those reasons about her regret are about you, that's a good indication that she still loves you, right? But if those reasons are about her, like it was just a mistake and I shouldn't have done it and X, Y, Z, if you're not in that thought process, that's not a good indication that, it just tells me that she was thinking about her. So, and then the question I have for you is, do you believe her? And if you believe her, act like it, forgive her, let it go with the wind. But if you don't think you can do that, if you really think it's going to bug you, then let her go. What I would do is I would have the chat you don't want to have. I would say the things you don't want to say. And I would feel the feelings you don't want to feel. That's the only way you're going to... Look, man, relationships are so so hard. I mean, how old are you? You're 25. Okay. And she was 25. I'm 35 and my partner's 31. We have had the hardest chats that I've ever had. And like to the point where I'm sitting there going, I don't know, like in my head, I'm like, I don't know what the solution is to this or if there even is one. Like, is this a conversation where we have a chat and I just have to live with disagreeing, or I just have to live with her wanting to do her own thing, or she has to live with me wanting to do my own thing? Like, I know it's as hard for her as it is for me, right? Look, you have to talk about power of attorney in a relationship. You have to talk about who's paying the bills. You have to talk, like, relationships turn into legal contracts, all right? So this is no joke. So on that side, I would say, look, it may be just better to cut your losses and bail. But I'm also of the opinion that you can't bail too cheaply. You can't get out of it, without paying the price or really knowing that you did everything you could before you got out of it. If this is a girl that you don't think you can trust and you don't think you will be able to in the future, then bail. But if she's got something that you like, if there are things about her that you really feel compatible with and she just made a mistake, hold on, let me just check. Did she sleep with him or did she just kiss or make out with him? It says hooked up with her ex-boyfriend. I mean, the problem there is that it was her ex and it was a week into your relationship. And I know, like, it's unacceptable behavior, but the only person that gets to determine whether it's unacceptable or acceptable is you, right? So if she had sex with him, I mean, lean towards leaving, but also, why did she do it on his birthday a week into the relationship? I mean, it just seems like they had issues of closure and they needed to close up their relationship. If it was anything else, like if she just hooked up with some random bloke, if she just hooked up with some random bloke a week into your relationship, that's a very different thing. But she's hooked up with her ex, to which she had emotional and massively more emotional ties than she did with you at that time, right? So, I mean, people say they love each other, but what they really mean is I'm infatuated with you, or you make me feel good. Making someone feel good is not a good enough reason to be in a relationship. Like, I like being in a relationship because the woman I'm with has amazing qualities. Like, she's beautiful, she's patient, and man, I tell you what, if you're with me, you need to be patient, right? She needs to be patient, and she is. She's understanding and she listens to me. I mean, just that alone will fucking win my heart. I think you need to have a chat before you break up with her, if you're going to. And you need to find out if she's on the same page as you. And you need to be unafraid of going there. Wherever there is, whatever you want to ask, you should ask. Leave no stone unturned, because the deal is you can't do it again. Those kinds of chats happen once in a relationship, in a sense. Like, you can't go there again. So don't leave anything unasked. I mean, yeah. The other thing I would do before you go and have a chat with her, I would write down what you want in a relationship. I would write down what you want in a woman, and I would write down what you want in yourself as a man in a relationship. Yourself, a woman, relationship. And then the three opposite, what you don't want in a man, in yourself, what you don't want in a woman, and what you don't want in a relationship. Now, if she meets all those criteria, and some will be negotiable and some will not be negotiable. If she meets those criteria, fucking marry her, son. Just go for it. But if she doesn't, you have your answer. So that's what I would do. Another thing that I find useful is to write things down. Like, write down your thoughts. Like, today I'm feeling X. And then the next day, today I'm feeling X. Today I'm feeling up and I'm fucking head over heels in love with her. And then the next day, I fucking hate her and she's a bitch and all that shit. And then a week later, you'll look back at that writing and just go, hey man, yeah, like either I do feel that way still or I don't feel that way now. So look, I hope it goes well for you, man. I hope it goes well. Good luck.